Hello friends, can you hear me guys? I'll start the session in 1 minute. One ad was running. Guys, can you hear me? Hello? Okay. So, good evening guys. We will discuss today important topics related to environmental conventions. So guys, the most important environmental convention this year is UN CBD. Okay, this is the most important guys, Convention on Biodiversity. So guys, you can see here that in this context, guys, the most important point is the Montreal Protocol. Okay, the Montreal Protocol, this is very, very important, guys. Okay, under this Montreal Protocol, okay, they have decided that they will have 4 goals: protect and restore ecosystem, prosper with nature, share benefits fairly and equally, and invest and collaborate. Okay, in this context, guys, there is a very important target which is called 30 by 30 target, which is to conserve the 30% of land and water. 30 by 30 target. 30 by 30 target. Basically, this is a biodiversity target. This is a biodiversity target. Okay. Another important point, guys, in this is the Cali Fund. The Cali Fund. This is very, very important, guys. You need to prepare Cali Fund also. Also, one important point is the DSI. Okay, DSI. Okay, Digital Sequence Information. This is very, very important. DSI. Okay. So these are some of the important topics as far as the United Nations, this CBD is concerned. Okay, Convention on Biodiversity. Very, very important. COP16. This topic I am expecting for last 2 years. I don't know why CBD topic UPSC is not asking, but this year very high chances they will ask you Kunming Protocol. Okay, there is very high chances that they are going to ask you Kunming Protocol. Okay, so guys, can you hear me, guys? Everyone? Please do comment, guys. Please do comment. Am I audible? Okay, okay. So first topic, guys. Okay, this is very, very important. You may expect this question. Okay, you may expect this question, guys. UNCBD, okay, Convention on Biodiversity, Kunming, Montreal. Okay, Kunming, Montreal Biodiversity Framework. Kunming, Montreal Biodiversity Framework. Please have a look at this Cali Fund. Cali Fund. Okay, this is very, very important. DSI. Okay, this is also very, very important. So you can expect question on that 30 cross 30 target. What is this 30 cross? They're simple. They will ask. Okay, what is this 30 cross 30 target? There are some basics. Also, you need to be prepared as far as CBD is concerned. You need to prepare about the Cartagena Protocol on biosafety. Then you need to prepare about the Nagoya Protocol, and you need to prepare about the Aichi target. Aichi target 20 goals of biodiversity. This is also very important, guys. Aichi target, because this year we are completing 15 years of Aichi targets. So the simple question they may ask you, what is Aichi targets related to? It is for biodiversity, Nagoya Protocol and Cartagena Protocol. Very, very important. All these are related to biodiversity. All these are related to biodiversity. Yes, yes. Access and benefit sharing. Access and benefit sharing. Here, guys, I would like to tell you, this Cali fund, I'm again and again telling, Cali fund is very, very important. You may expect question on Cali fund. Okay. And this DSI, very, very important. DSI. Okay. Heavy chance. I'm telling you, very heavy chance that you may expect a question on this. Okay. Let us go to the second topic, guys. Second very important topic this year is UNCCD. Okay. Convention on Desertification. Okay. Combating desertification. This year we are completing 30 years. This year we are completing 30 years. So guys, first of all, you need to remember that this is one of the legally binding treaty on desertification. Legally binding. They may ask you, is it legally binding or not? This is a trap. UPSC sometimes uses this legally binding. Okay, this is very, very important. You may expect this. What is UNCCD? Okay, because it is completing 30 years. Here you need to prepare, guys, land degradation neutrality, and guys also you need to prepare this Riyadh Global Drought Resilience Partnership. Okay, Riyadh Global Drought Resilience Partnership. So 12 billion. Okay, 12 billion has been allocated for that. This is very, very important, guys. It was started by Saudi Arabia. Okay, 12 billion rupees, $12 billion have been allocated for this. 12 billion Riyadh Global Drought Resilience Partnership. So guys, UNCCD is very, very important. Already UPSC has asked one question on UNCCD. Please have a look at it. This is very, very important convention. You have to prepare this convention. Very high chances that you may expect question on desertification. Desertification. You need to prepare this topic on desertification. You can get a question on that. Okay. So they may change. Okay. They may change. Okay. 12 billion. They will change to 120 billion. Okay. They'll change to 120 billion. So sometimes the UPSC plays with the numbers. Sometimes UPSC, what it does, it plays with the number. Okay, so remember, whenever the fund is there, okay, or some money has been allocated, so keep track of the number. Okay, 12 billion, so they will change it to 120 billion. Okay. So this Riyadh declaration again, okay, this is very, very important. Have a look at it. Next, guys, COP28 and COP29. Okay, both. COP28 and COP29 both are important, guys. So here there are some terms. There are some terms which can be asked. One of that term is what? Global stocktake. One of that term is what? Global stocktake. It is basically assessment of global progress under the Paris Agreement. Okay, what is global stocktake? It is the assessment of progress which has been made under the Paris Agreement. This is very, very important, guys. Also, guys, at this COP28, some of the important initiatives have been taken. These initiatives, I have put them in a table format, guys. You can see here. Okay, what are the initiatives? Tripling nuclear power. Tripling nuclear power. Okay. Then, guys, okay, like moving away from fossil fuels, powering past coal alliance. Powering past coal alliance. Okay, which is basically the fossil fuel non-proliferation initiative. Next, you can see renewable energy commitment. Renewable energy commitment, tripling the global renewable energy capacity by 2030, tripling it. Next, green climate fund boost. Green climate fund boost. Okay, so then cooling pledge. So they may ask you which is India part of it or not. That also I have given in table format. You have to remember this. Okay, let me just show you, guys. I have given this in table format. You have to remember this. Let me just show you. Okay, so you can see this, guys. COP28. Okay, I have given what is the agreement. Okay, what is the sector, what is the purpose, who are the signatories, and is India part of it or not? Is India part of it or not? So these are very, very important. For example, you can see global cooling pledge. Global cooling pledge, India is not part of. India is not part of. Then declaration to triple nuclear energy. India is not part of. Then Global Renewable Energy Efficiency Pledge, again India is not part of. Okay, Oil Gas Decarbonization Charter, okay, India is part of it. ONGC has, okay, joined this. Okay, then Global Electricity or Global Electric Cooling Coalition, Global Electric Cooling Coalition, India is part of, India is signatory of. Okay, so they may ask you which of the following India is signatory of or India is not a signatory of. So this is a beautiful table. You can have a look at it. In this table, you will get everything. In this table, you will get everything. I have given COP28. What are the major initiatives? And India is part of or not part of. This is very, very important. In such questions, what they do, they change the year. They change the year and they change the number. Okay, triple. For example, Global Renewable Energy Efficiency Pledge, triple the worldwide installed renewable by 2030. So tripling, okay, they will change. Quadruple they will write or double they will write. So facts are very important in these kinds of terms. So please go through them. Okay, please go through them. Also, guys, there are some terms. There are some terms which are very important, which you need to prepare. Okay, what is geoengineering? What is geoengineering? Climate engineering, guys, you all know how we are basically managing the solar radiation. Okay, how we can manage the solar radiation. Okay, next, the nationally determined contribution. Next, global stock take, which I have told you. Next, you can see just transition. Okay, transition away from coal. Next, common but differentiated responsibility. Loss and damage. Loss and damage. Okay, what is loss and damage? So you may expect a question on terms. They may give you term and they will ask you what is the meaning of that term. They may give you term and they will ask you what is the meaning of that term. Such kind of questions are also very popular. Now coming to COP29. Now coming to COP29, what are the initiatives? Why COP29 is important? Because next year we will be completing 30 years. Okay, 30 years, COP30. COP30. Okay, so this is very, very important. You may expect question on that. So guys, these are the initiatives which have been taken at COP29. Reduction of methane from organic waste. Okay, which is an extension of the Global Methane Pledge. You should know, is India part of Global Methane Pledge? When was the Global Methane Pledge adopted? COP26. Next, Global Energy Storage and Grid Pledge. Okay, which is basically deploying 1500 gigawatt energy storage by 2030. Next, Green Energy Pledge. Next, Hydrogen Declaration. Next, Baku Harmonia Climate Initiative for farmers. This is basically for the farmers which are a key agent to fight climate change. Next, Climate Finance Action Fund. Next, Baku Initiative for Finance, Investment and Trade Dialogue. Then Declaration on Green Digital Action. Then Baku Dialogue on Water and Water for Climate Action. So they may give you the COP and they can ask you to match. Okay, COP26, COP27, COP28 and COP29. They can give you the major initiative and they can ask you to match. They can ask you to match. Okay, like here they will give you COP26, COP27, COP28 and they will ask you some agreements. What are the major agreements? And they will ask you to match. These table format questions are very popular. That is why I have given table format questions. I have given table format, okay, notes I have given for your reference, okay. So next topic, guys, carbon farming, okay, carbon farming, okay, ecological farming, carbon farming is very important, okay. So soil carbon, soil sink, okay, soil is a carbon sink. So that concept is very, very important, okay. Carbon sequestration, UPSC's favorite theme. Lot of questions UPSC has asked on carbon sequestration. So you can get a question on carbon sequestration, guys. This is very important. Okay. Next, National Mission on Natural Farming. This is centrally sponsored scheme. This is a centrally sponsored scheme by Ministry of Agriculture, which promotes natural farming. Which promotes natural farming. Very, very important, guys. You may expect question on that. So what are the features of National Mission on Natural Farming? Certification. Okay. There is okay, help in certification of natural farming. Okay, farmers will get certified. And some help will also be provided to farmers to achieve this natural farming, okay, basically which is chemical free farming. So this is basically an extension of Bharatiya Prakriti Krishi Paddhati under Paramparagat Krishi Yojana. Okay, so this is also an important theme, natural farming. This is in news for last 2-3 years. You may expect a question on natural farming, or you may expect question on carbon farming. Carbon farming, again I'm saying ecological farming. Already UPSC has asked one question on the topic of ecological farming, permaculture. If you remember, UPSC has asked a question on permaculture. So all this organic farming, permaculture, natural farming, okay, mixed cropping, intercropping, conservation agriculture, biodynamic farming, climate smart agriculture. This is a favorite theme of UPSC, agriculture and climate, agriculture and environment, okay, conservation agriculture, biodynamic farming, integrated farming system, climate smart agriculture. Lot of questions in the last 5 years, lot of questions UPSC has asked on that. All these are related to same theme, which is basically agroecological farming. Agroecological farming, which is a farming which is interlinked with environmental conservation. This is a very important theme. You may get this. You may get this. Okay, carbon sequestration, as I told you, it's a very, very important theme. Every year UPSC is asking question on carbon sequestration. Have a look at it. What are the various ways of carbon sequestration? Here we have discussed blue carbon. In the previous session, we have talked about blue carbon, okay, which basically the marine environment, okay, how carbon is stored, mangroves, okay. So in this context, please go have a look at it. Carbon credits, already UPSC has asked, maybe UPSC may not ask carbon markets, okay. So Article 6, okay, which article of UNFCCC deals with carbon credit? It is Article 6, okay. So this is important, guys. Teal carbon, which is basically carbon stored in non-tidal fresh wetland, is called teal carbon. Different types of carbon, I had told you, black carbon, blue carbon, green carbon, brown carbon. Okay, so this is also types of carbons are very important theme. Okay, next, if you see this carbon border adjustment mechanism, very important. Carbon border adjustment mechanism. So basically for carbon intensive sectors like steel, aluminium, fertilizers, cement, okay. So the imports coming from those countries which do not have same environmental standards, they will be putting one tax. Who will put? EU. EU will put one tax, which is called carbon tax. It is basically to plug carbon leakage. It is basically to plug carbon leakage. So they may ask you carbon border adjustment mechanism, very, very important. Similar concept is EUDR. What is EUDR? Okay, deforestation. Which are the crops? EUDR. Which are the crops which are covered under EUDR? Can anybody tell me in the comment box? Which are the crops which are covered under EUDR? Okay, coffee is covered or not? Okay, livestock is covered or not? Wood is covered or not? Okay, you should know all the crops which are basically EUDR. EUDR. Okay, EUDR. Cocoa, coffee, timber, cattle, cocoa, coffee, timber, cattle. Okay. So guys, this is the list of some conventions which is very, very important. Like I had already told you, Nagoya, okay, Cartagena, then International Big Cat Alliance. This is an alliance which is launched by India. Last year, they have asked a question on big cat. Okay, they have asked a question on snow leopard, tiger, lion. Okay, last year they have asked. This year again they can ask. Next, guys, Basel Convention and other environmental conventions like Stockholm Convention. Stockholm Convention, okay, it is very, very important, okay, related to the chemicals, okay, transboundary movement of chemicals, very, very important, guys. Basel Convention, Stockholm Convention, there are three conventions. There are three conventions. All these three are very, very important. All these three, you can see here, Stockholm Convention, okay. Already Minamata UPSC has asked. Then, guys, this year, Bunker Oil Convention and Marpol Convention. These two conventions are very important. Please have a look at it. Bunker Oil Convention and Marpol Convention. These two conventions are very, very important this year. Okay. Then Loss and Damage Fund, guys. Loss and Damage Fund, COP27. COP27. Basically, the idea is to provide financial support to vulnerable countries, okay, which do not have the economic might to tackle climate mitigation. Okay, so loss and damage fund is very, very important. Loss and damage fund. Okay, in this context, guys, they will ask you which COP, loss and damage fund was launched in which COP. Okay, we agreed in which COP. Or they can ask you what is Santiago network. What is Santiago network? Santiago network. Okay, simple questions only they will ask you. They'll ask you. They'll give you the Santiago network related to what? Santiago network. It is related to this loss and damage also only. Next, Nexus report. What is Nexus report? It is basically climate change and biodiversity. What is the link between climate change and biodiversity? IPBS. Basically, IPBS stands for Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform for Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services. Okay. So IPBS, this report is very, very important. Okay. This report is very, very important, guys. Nexus report. Nexus report is related to what? Nexus report is related to what? IPBS is a kind of a important organization which basically deals with biodiversity, and ecosystem services. Different types of ecosystem services already UPSC has asked multiple times. Okay, provisioning services, supporting services, okay, regulating services. What are the different types of ecosystem services? Favorite topic of UPSC. Lot of times UPSC has asked question on that. So you have a look at it. Ecosystem services is also very important. Then guys, new collective quantified goal. New collective quantified goal. This is also very, very important, guys. So guys, now they have come out with this figure. They have come out with this figure. NCQG. NCQG, it is again related to climate finance. This is related to climate finance beyond the 100 billion target which was there before. Beyond the 100 billion target which was there before. Very, very important. NCQG, very, very important. Okay. So this new climate finance target is very, very important. Another point is the ETF. What is ETF? Enhanced Transparency Framework. Enhanced Transparency Framework. Okay, COP29. This is very, very important. Enhanced Transparency Framework. Very, very important. This new collective quantified goal is also very, very important. You can expect a question on that. You can expect a question on that. Okay. Then CDRI. This is also related to India. Very important. Then global biodiversity framework. I had already told you that you may expect question on Cali Fund. Cali Fund. Okay. 30 by 30 target. What is 30 by 30 target? Okay. What is 30 by 30 target? This is a very important topic. You may expect a question on that. Overall, CBD, again I'm saying CBD. Expect question on CBD. Expect question on CBD. Very, very important. Okay. Expect a question on that. Okay. Next, this fund is also important. Global Biodiversity Framework Fund. Global Biodiversity Framework Fund. So this is basically created under GEF. GEF, again, a very important favorite theme of UPSC. Lot of times UPSC is repeating question on GEF. Global Environment Facility. Global Environment Facility. Let me ask you, do you know which conventions are covered under Global Environment Facility? Do you know which conventions are covered under Global Environment Facility? It is again very, very important. Global Biodiversity Framework Fund. Okay, you can expect a question on this. Okay. Then International Solar Alliance, 10 years. International Solar Alliance. See, all those initiatives which are started by India, is very, very important. Okay. Whether it was the Big Cat Alliance or whether it is the Solar Alliance. Okay. So you can expect such kind of questions, guys. COP15. Okay. COP15. Okay. 10 years. 10 years it is completing. Where is the headquarter of the International Solar Alliance? Where is the headquarter of the International Solar Alliance? You may expect a question on that. Okay. Then High Sea Treaty is still getting negotiated. Okay. So these were some of the conventions, guys. These were some of the conventions. Again, I am repeating. You can get question on the CBD, then UNCCD and the UNFCCC. COP 27, 28, 29. COP 27, 28, 29. They can ask you to match. So all the names I have given, no need to go in detail. They are not going to ask you detail. Wherever facts are related, they may play with the numbers. They can increase 1 0. They can decrease 1 0. So again, I repeat, these are the three conventions: CCD, Okay, United Nations Convention on Combating Desertification, then United Nations Convention on Biodiversity, then United Nations Convention on Climate Change. Okay, so these are the three ones. All are important this year. You will get a question. Last year there was no question on this. This year definitely there will be a question on this. Definitely I can guarantee you one question will definitely come on this. Particularly I am expecting question from the UNCBD. UNCBD. Okay, there's very high chances you will get a question on UNCBD. You can save this video on the exam day. You contact me. Definitely there will be high chance you can get this question. Okay, guys. Bye bye. Take care.